Circles?
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Is that how you say it? I've always wanted.
Flummox.
Can you just explain what a flummox is, though?
No. I do not feel like
You
it.
know what it is.
Yes, when you're
Alright,
flummoxed,
Combination
you're...
between Phoenix and Phlegm.
I'm googling this shit.
I'll be honest, I've never read the name in full. I just see NF and I glaze over the rest.
Pretty much, yeah. I am,
It's
of
being
course...
perplexed. It's a verb. I was completely flummoxed.
Yes,
the whole
exactly. I was flabbergasted.
So night flummoxed. So you are confused at night, basically.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, okay, do proceed.
I am joined by Morris. What? No.
Captain Crunch!
We've actually renamed him to Moss. You know, you guys should know about what's that show again? The IT Crowd. So
Sex and the City.
No, we've officially renamed Morris to Moss. We just need him to change his hairstyle.
Silicon Valley.
Pretty much, yeah.
Perfect.
And then
I don't know what he looks like. He could be bald.
God, this is the most interesting introduction we've had in 26
Oh, we're still
podcasts.
in the introduction.
Yes, we're still
Yeah.
in the introductions. Also joining us this evening is brand new writer for Geek Nerd, Brett the Hitman Hart, otherwise known as Jupiter. Or is that your
Didn't we
name?
die
I will
like
never
that today?
live the Hitman Heart's name down. I will for always be known as that. Forever.
But
He is dead, though.
but are you Jupiter
Yes,
or
yes.
are you Uranus?
I'm definitely
my
Jupiter.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Jupiter, so he's big, round, and orange, and he has an angry spot on him. What? It's just it. Oh, never mind. Don't mind me.
Okay, and then our very special guest this evening, Brian Murdoch from Nerdnab, otherwise known as Murdoch from the A-Team. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, well, throughout high school.
Hi,
yes.
Brian.
That's
Hello.
guys.
I've been dying to ask though, are you the Murdoch from the series or the movie from like 2010?
More the
The
series.
series.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
the
that
one from the movie is
fucking
too crazy.
sucks, eh?
I suffered a fool who messes with my van.
I
Yeah.
kind of enjoyed it though.
I don't know, dude. It's like they made the original A-Team be cameos in their own fucking story, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on.
Yeah. So,
Moss, shush.
Brian, tell us a little bit about your business, Nerdnab. What do you guys do? Go for it.
Well, straight off the bat. Wow, I was thinking
Straight
that was
off
going to
the
be
bat.
an agenda point later on. No, Nerdnab is a goodie box system. Those people that have heard of Loot Crate, we are not even ashamed of it, copied their idea, made it yellow, and doing it in South Africa.
So Big Yellow, is that the only thing that's different?
No, we do a lot of different things to it.
Okay.
Like Loot Crate have their box, and they have what they call their Mega Crate.
Yeah.
And it started because I was at first very disappointed that we couldn't get them out into South Africa.
Yeah.
You can get them out into South Africa now. It takes a little while. There's some tricks that you can do to get it delivered on time, whilst it gets very delayed. But I mean, it's there. But still, the thought of paying 550 rand for something you get a month late, it's still not there. This is South Africa's post office system and stuff like that. So we do it at 350 rand. We've got extra competitions. So we do a pay and then you get your box. There's no subscription, so it's not like credit card and then I take some blood work and I take your money for the next 12 months.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you just want one, you can just order one. Like if you see something awesome, like you see a cool T-shirt in like next month's box, and you just want that, you can just actually sign up for 1 month and then just get that one. And if you don't want to be bothered with the other 11 months, you can give it a shit. So it's like fine, just one.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Well, you don't know what's in the box. Sorry.
So it's a surprise.
Yeah.
But are they themed?
It is a surprise. It has to be a surprise.
Are they themed
themed
though?
to an
Okay.
extent. Yeah, they are themed to an extent. So I mean, the resource of supplies and stuff like that in South Africa is not the best. Well, they're really good, but they're not. There's not tons of them.
Yeah.
So you can't really say, listen, it's zombies, and then that's it. I'm eliminating all the other items I can possibly put into the box for this edition. because my theme is zombies. So, I mean, the next box has got a few Pokemon Go things into it, but there is still. I don't want to spoil it too much. When's this going out?
Tomorrow.
Just clues. Just a few clues.
Okay.
Though.
Then I can't spoil too much because the boxes are going out on Thursday. So there's some Deus Ex stuff. There's some Destiny stuff. Mafia 3.
So cool.
We've got some. Oh, I was about to spoil some other stuff. But you see, it's more of what's out because we do our box for every 2 months. So we have a August-September box that's going out on Thursday. So it's all the game releases, movies, Suicide Squad, things like that have come out in the last 2 months. That's what we'll try and put it into the box. So that's how the theme works for now.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And you and your partner, you're obviously big geeks as well. So you actually know what you're doing. That's pretty awesome.
Well, there's 4 of us actually.
Oh, okay.
And one of us is completely not a geek. But we leave her in her place, and she makes all the business happen.
Hey, you need someone that's got like the business savvy brain side of things, and you know the rest of you guys, you're the creative part of the business. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. So, and that's how it runs. You've got to run the social accounts. You've got to keep the advertising. I mean, people don't mind being told about things that are coming out. So let's remind you about Destiny. Let's get it pre-ordered, things like that. Yeah. As long as I'm getting something. Can I get a little something about that in my little geek box? So it's worked out quite nicely.
Okay, and what exactly? Okay, I understand the basic reasons behind wanting to do it. You know, seeing other people doing it. But on a personal level, what inspired you to sort of go down this road?
Well, it's actually quite a disappointing story because, like I was saying, I was disappointed that Loot Crate wasn't in the country, and I have another company called IR Gamer, and we do promotions for gaming. So we don't actually promote our company. So if you haven't heard of us, don't feel bad. Yeah. But it's the people, the staff that are actually in the CNAs, in the malls, at Rage, telling you about the games. Okay. I provide those staffs. I hire them and get them. So I've been working with the Megaroms, the Stikkenikos, the Microsofts for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
So what happened is these guys turned around and said, because I was disappointed about Loot Crate and I never get the surprise box, they turned around and said, Brian, you're the perfect person to actually do this. You've got some of the connections. You know all these people. You've been around them for so long. Why don't you see if you can do it? And that was the motivation. It was like, okay, let's see if we can do this. And we could. And the market was there. Yeah. So let's start this up. But, I mean, the disappointing part is I've never gotten a surprise box myself. And that's why I started it, just to provide these surprise geek buttons. No, I don't get one. So I still want my staff to, like, surprise me for my birthday and, like, pack a box and sort it out and just give it to me and say happy birthday.
It's like, hey, Brian, here's your present.
That's your own Nerdnab. But we sat down. I mean, I've got some very enthusiastic. I mean, if people think I'm enthusiastic, I've got some more enthusiastic people around me that I work with constantly, and they've just been motivating and helping with ideas. And it's really just been a fun roller coaster ride. I mean, it's really, really fun. We've learned a lot because, I mean, it's our birthday next month. We've been doing this for about a year now. So, it's been really, really fun to actually see this company blossom and grow and continue.
Yeah, we actually share that in common. This month is Geek Note's 1-year birthday, so we particularly proud of the fact we're still around, we're still going, and just going from strength to strength. So happy birthday for Nerdnab.
Oh, did I miss the week where there was no cake? I mean, where's the cake, guys?
We're
cake is a lie.
What is with that, by the way? We didn't have cake either.
Well,
cake is a lie.
It's not our fault. You're all the way at fucking Bloemfontein, Morris.
I want fucking cake Skynet to do me.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Skynet.
Yes. Before it goes self-aware, use them to send me cake.
Yes.
Let's hook up a drone and we'll put the cake in the drone, and by the time it gets to Bloem, it'll be stale and old and crappy.
There's an idea for you, Brian. You should actually start fucking droning your Nerdnabs to all the geeks across South Africa.
Well, they did that. One of the loot crates was the first loot crate that was delivered by drone. We watched it, and
Yeah.
the exercise cost him just under about 100,000. I don't know if it
Holy
was
shit.
dollars or rands, but I
I
mean
actually
that was
remember
the
that,
exercise of getting security, setting up the cameras, making sure the person was at the house. It was like I know the story behind it, and then all you get is this beautiful YouTube video of a drone delivering a loot crate to this guy, and he's like, "Thanks." Like
Oh,
this
geez.
awkward moment. You
It's
really
a
didn't have
box.
to
I
do
always
this.
wanted one. Can I have the drone?
they
No,
made
you're
it-
getting the box.
Yeah, you get the box of drones out. Oh damn.
Hey,
So,
Bester, what's that thing I did a while ago? Also, I unboxed this other thing, and then I pissed off like the whole fan base.
Oh yeah. I can't remember
iPhone?
who it was from, but Brian,
this is
you're
similar
familiar
to
with
that.
you're familiar with Doctor Who, right, Brian?
Yes.
You know what that robot thingy is with the plungers
Tank
and stuff,
thingy.
right?
Oh yeah. But,
Yeah.
you're talking about the T-shirt that says that it's R2D2
No.
that sells lots
Morris-
of people. Yeah, that's it.
While he unboxed, he called it a classic robot tank thingy. Not
I
a
know.
Yeah,
not a Dalek, a classic robot tank thingy.
yeah.
In his defense, not many people know the name of that robot, let alone
Fucking thank
have
you.
watched
I like
the
this
series
guy.
of that alien race attacking Doctor Who. You know, that must be people
Brilliant.
can get
Exactly.
that.
My argument exactly. Nobody knows this.
Well, you
I'll
should
take your
What?
silence as agreement, stern agreement.
you should
Yeah.
educate yourself.
I watch Torchwood, okay? I don't watch fucking Doctor Who. I
That
don't have
is
time
your
for
loss.
Doctor Who. Like all 90 fucking seasons of Doctor Who, I can't get behind it.
Actually,
It's too bloody long.
it's 26, not counting the new series.
Well, thank you, Doctor Who.
Holy shit. 26 series.
Yes, they started in 1969,
And Supernatural just
I
finished.
think.
Very sad day.
Supernatural
Yeah, it's like
is going
fucking black
into
and
season
white, the first
12. What's wrong with that?
They don't even have sound. It's like miming shit.
No, there was sound. There was just no color.
Ah, okay. So it's like a bit worse than Gone with the Wind.
And
Like,
I
they
just
didn't
feel
discover
like-
color until like after Gone with the
Gone
Wind.
with the Wind also have color?
Yes, it does. Brilliant color. Technicolor, don't you know?
And they actually did have music as well. As far as I remember, the lady did sing a lot.
Well,
Wow. Dick.
what are we talking about?
You know
Doctor
what?
Who or Gone with the Wind now?
No, Gone with the Wind.
No, there's no one who sings
Ah.
in Gone with. There ain't nobody who sings in
Guys.
Gone.
Okay,
There's an angry black woman and then some guy with a mustache, and the movie's over. But
I
anyway,
don't know
anyway,
what you
Rambo.
watched.
Doctor Who. So
We clearly didn't watch
so
the
yeah,
same thing.
no, we did. There's no one who sings in Gone with the Wind, dude. It's like, I promise you, there's nobody who sings in that
I
movie.
don't think I was alive then.
I think you might have been dreaming again.
Okay, I'll take it on the nose.
Where's Brad? Where's Brad? Is it the hijack? Brad?
Yes,
Hello?
I'm
Are you
muted.
there? Oh,
I'm muted.
you're muted.
We're
Just
laughing
checking.
too much. Okay, so
Probably.
swiftly moving
So
on.
what in the actual fuck is the topic today?
We are talking
Boxes.
about boxes with stuff in them, and that's not specifically referencing cats and their attraction to boxes. We're talking about
Schrodinger's cat.
no, we're talking about Nerdnab and Loot Crate
Nerdnab.
and all those sorts of things. Yes. And
That's an interesting name. How did you come up with that name, Nerdnab? It's
Yeah,
like
what is
nerd
nab?
nabbing stuff. What?
Well, we when we started setting, I remember the night quite effectively. We sat down and we just said, okay, let's think of names, let's check URLs that are available and things like that. And as we were coming up with it, we were making our logo at the same time and thinking you can't date your company's name, so you couldn't call yourself Doctor Who for any, like Doctor Who in a box or something like that,
yeah.
because Doctor Who doesn't last forever. Thanks, man. So we were coming through things and we actually saw that the URL, whatever you want to call yourself, .ninja, was available. So you could actually have .ninja as an extension to your email addresses, website, everything else like that.
Oh.
So like that's for definite, because we wanted some ninja type theme to it. And we had a competitor who copied names. Everybody's trying to go Geekbox, Crate, something like that, because they're trying to
That was
copy
such
the
a
name.
lost opportunity. That was such a lost opportunity to actually have the name Geekbox and not even use it. They're just sitting there camping. My gosh.
But you see, the problem with Geekbox is that's the description of what it is. You need to give your company some name so people understand it, sometimes fumble through the name. And so it's a nerd box, and it's goodies for geeks. We had that saying down. And we wanted the ninja type theme to it, but we didn't want it to stay there all the time. And ninjas steal things. So we nab things from all the suppliers, stick it into a box, and send it to you.
That's pretty cool.
So just for our listeners here, you don't actually break into suppliers and steal stuff and then put it in your box. Let's just clarify that.
If you don't ask me those types of questions, I won't lie to you.
Right, so plausible deniability then. Plausible deniability.
We don't steal from them. It's always done like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So guys, what geeky things have you been up to for the last month? We'll start with you, Brian.
Geek things on my side.
Yes, movies, games, found any
Why do you sound so
interesting...
surprised?
Because I was just talking about the previous I thought someone else could have a turn, but it's fine. You're asking me. What geeky things did I have? I've seriously considered getting back into XCOM now that I see that there's an upgrade to it. Now they've finished off all those achievements. I successfully stopped myself from playing No Man's Sky.
Oh,
congratulations!
Yeah.
Yep, achievement unlocked. I platted that thing just by not ever putting it into my PlayStation.
Peasant.
And then I've just been playing Destiny. Unfortunately, Destiny is like my game that's close to my heart there. So I've been preparing for.
Game.
It is.
I've been
preparing for the new version coming out next week.
I'm a bit bitter about the whole Destiny thing because they kind of force you to upgrade to the very latest DLC. Otherwise, you kind of lose access to the older content, and that kind of put me off.
That is true.
No, you don't lose access to the older content. The only thing that you have a problem with is if you stay on a PS3 or Xbox 360.
Oh.
Then you can't. Yes, you can't go to the new stuff. I don't think you're forced, but I don't see the benefit of someone playing that game without the expansion. I mean, yeah, you could boot it up and you could play it in single player for the first 14 levels, but you're not going to experience the game what it is, playing with other people. I don't know how bad it is with it's like saying I'm going to play Call of Duty, but the new Zombies map is out, but no, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to play the old one. Nobody's going to play with you.
Yeah. But then again, I'm not really one for multiplayer games. I don't know about you guys. I like single-player narrative-driven titles. I like stuff like. Look, if you want to go down the FPS route, then I'll say I like your Halo, and yes, I do know that it has its multiplayer element to it, but I like the story more than I like the multiplayer. That's just me. I used to like...
Hey, I'm with you. I never played any multiplayer Halo. None of it. I only did the story, and then I was like, everybody's saying, oh no, there's competitive Halo in America. How do you compete? Oh, hold on, there's multiplayer to this game. I had to go and look for it.
Yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed Halo 3 and Halo Reach's multiplayer, but everything after that, it just didn't grab me. It's, I think it might just be me, but that's just me. I don't like it. I liked Unreal Tournament's multiplayer, the older ones, not so much the newer ones. I haven't even tried the new community developed one. And Call of Duty, I think the last one that I played multiplayer was Modern Warfare 3, which was quite good. But then again, it's one of those games that if you're not in it from the beginning when the multiplayer launches, then you might as well just not bother. you have to level up, and your reflexes and everything sort of adapt as you play, and the longer you play, the better you get at it. And if you fall in quite late into the thing, everyone else has just sort of out-leveled you, and there's no way that you're going to catch up unless you just sort of commit. And I don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah, I understand that issue. With Destiny, that was an issue in the first year, but in the second year, they gave you little boosts to get there. Like you could just get you could get something that got you to level 25, and there was a lot of stuff from my guild going into it. Not guild, guild's the wrong word. Group of people that stuff around a lot. There we go. That's the name of them.
Sounds very technical.
We were helping, we were helping other people go through the raid again. And hey, you wanted to go through the first raid that ever came out? Yeah, let's go. We downgrade our weapons and we just have a blast doing it. So it depends really on your group of friends and who you're doing it with. So I understand that a little bit.
So important question for you: Are you a raid glitcher, or do you play it legitimately?
Both, actually. If someone says there's a new glitch, I'll give it a try. But I don't. It's not like we want to do that so that we can win.
Yeah, I think in the very little experience that I did get with raiding, I actually spent a lot of time glitching, because it just makes it a little bit easier to get that high level gear, and you don't always have time to sit for 8 hours playing through a raid, and then you get these players that go through the raid with you and they're really just not good, and they can't listen to instructions and stuff, and it just makes it so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, we glitched Crota's End a lot, and that was the only time that you could glitch. I don't know of any glitches in the current raid. I've always done that legit, but I mean, they made it really hard to glitch. I mean, some of these sections, if you're doing 6 players and one guy dies, that's it. You wipe. You don't even carry on because it's so difficult. You can't carry on without 6.
Have you played The Division?
Yes, a little bit. I didn't get into it too much, actually, because of the bad reviews. So as I was starting to play, I heard lots of people just saying how bad it is in the dark zone and this and that and that and the other thing, and I just didn't carry on.
There's a lot of problems with the dark zone, but then again, it's a balancing issue. But the higher level or the higher gear score you are, the easier it becomes. But skill has also got a lot to do with it. So if you go in there unprepared, you're gonna die. So I guess it's the same with the other ones as well.
I think so to a degree.
Yeah.
But talking about glitching and cheating, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's quite hectic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even play it anymore.
Yeah, I've uninstalled it.
Yeah, I got over it. Like, there was an update, and then I just didn't get the updates, and life went on, and I didn't die.
and
Yet.
You guys have heard that Niantic has actually released a new patch now that has got people furious. You get a lot of people who's got Android phones that they root their phones, and as a result of their phones being rooted, Niantic has decided, you know what, we're not going to allow people who's rooted their phones to play anymore. And people are pissed off about it because they've actually got legitimate reasons that they've rooted their phones, and Niantic's reason is kind of weak. They like, if your phone is rooted, the chances that you're going to cheat at Pokemon Go is going to be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yes and no. So I mean,
most sucks. Okay, it's like, it's the cockest thing ever. Like, I caught like 14 Pokemon just sitting on my fucking sofa. Like, I didn't even have to go outside. I just start up the game like every day, and I look around like, oh shit, there's a Pokemon, catch it, finish.
Yeah, but in your defense, you do live near a place called the Bundus.
No, I don't, actually.
Yes, you do. There's a place just
outside
of
Well, don't give your
Bloemfontein.
address out. If your house is a spawn spot, you might have some people camping in your yard.
Well, I have a Pokemon gym, like, just down the street. I don't know if that's an influence in the amount of Pokemon I got, but I got really bored with it really fucking quickly. Because it told me, go places, find Pokemon. I didn't find fuck all outside anyway.
Well, you see, that was also something else that freaked people out, and they didn't quite understand it because I'm starting to. Besides the fact that I play too much, I do. I mean, I've got 2 accounts now because the first one's finished. I've gotten them all that you can in this country. But what upset lots of people is that if you're out in the bundus, if you really are, and the closest time that you can get to Pokemon is if you go to like the engine or the shell, so that you can get. Are there petrol stations called the Shell anymore? Ultra City?
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah,
Yes, there is. Yeah, there is. Yes.
Because of the cell phone signal at those petrol stations, that's the only place that there are Pokemon. So Niantic aren't being stupid about this. They're going, listen here, where there's lots of cell phone signal, that's where the Pokemon are. They're not doing that as a crutch for people that don't live near the cities. They're doing that because they want their game experience to be better. Because if you go out into the bundus where there isn't cell phone signal and you try and catch a Pokemon, you're going to have a cuck experience because it's not going to catch it. It's going to lag. People are going to say this game is crap, and they put all the good Pokemon out in the wilderness. Meanwhile, all they're trying to do is that every single time you experience our game, it's in a good cell phone network.
I think the problem with Pokemon Go is that, I mean, they promised us, like, adventure and Pokemon specific to an area, and that's why we'd have to run around and find them, and that just didn't happen. I think maybe that's what got everyone off. It was just not, no, okay, well, now it's no reason for me to actually get off my chair. Like Moss said, it's just, it lost its energy after a while. I think if there was a reason for me to travel to Pretoria, I would, but because I don't have to, I won't.
Well, they have got that to a degree. I mean, we do little drives around where I stay in Edenvale. And in Edenvale, Joburg, Sandton, that type of area, you don't see any drowsy. There's no drowsy, no hypno, no nothing. They're all in Pretoria. I mean, the Pretoria Botanical Gardens is where they're all at, apparently. So you have to take a trip all the way out there if you want to finish this Pokédex. And that's the main part of Pokemon Go, is to finish them all. There's tons of pros and cons, but guys, you can't fight the fact that there's still 31 million people playing this game every day, and that's just the numbers in the USA. That's not to mention that the game's not even out in South Africa yet. We're all playing it illegally. Yeah. We're all loading the APK. We're all using.
They're
gonna
build a wall around us.
They won't.
Build a wall around us. Make us pay for it.
I flew to America, downloaded it there, and then I came here.
Everybody keeps on thinking that, oh no, it's all illegal, and we shouldn't be playing it in South Africa. If Niantic really did not want us to play this game in South Africa, there would be no Pokemon here.
True.
Yeah, probably.
And they could just say, that's it, South Africa's not launched, and no Pokemon. And tough if you're an American traveling to South Africa, there's no Pokemon. And you would just not be able to play.
Funny you should mention that. I think it was in Hungary towards the end of last month that they actually banned the whole country's IP range just because one person was fucking around with jailbreaking or something.
That person was using the only cellular provider in the company's IP address to hack the system, and then the IP address got banned. So that in turn banned the entire country that went through that cellular provider.
Talk about fucking stupid.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like no Pokemon for anyone. Screw you.
That was it. Local country banned. But you know what? I'm sure it's coming to South Africa. We've had dates promised to us. Now the Pokemon Go Plus is out around the world on Friday. This Friday it's coming out. And I see that my pre-ordered one from Raru is coming out.
Never pre-order. Never pre-order. Don't do that. We saw what happened with No Man's Sky. Don't ever do that.
Oh my god.
Well, if you didn't pre-order it, you can't get one. That's it.
Is it as bad as Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition?
I don't know. I didn't pre-order that one. I followed Brett's advice.
That
Nobody
one,
fucking pre-ordered that.
that one was
Everyone's
actually
just
quite
going
bad.
down
If
to the
you
shop,
didn't,
like the video shop, like give me the shit.
If you didn't
I just wanna watch
pre-order,
it.
if you didn't pre-order the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs Superman, then you didn't get a copy. It was as simple as that.
If you didn't pre-order it, like Aquaman wasn't in it. If you didn't pre-order it, so
I hate to do another side advertisement of Nerdnab, but that was also one of the other things that we tried to do. Is everybody wants to go get this collector's edition or pre-order this or get that, and damn, I'm gonna spoil it. Okay, I'll spoil it just for
Don't.
everybody that listens to the
No.
podcast. But
No.
you know, Mafia 3, there's the collector's edition, and there's stuff in there that you don't get. There's an item in the box that's going out on Thursday that's got an item that would be in the collector's edition.
Ooh.
And
Go,
so far to my
go.
knowledge, it's exclusive. It's exclusive to us, so you can't get it anywhere else. It's not like it's a must-have item. Don't slit your wrists just yet, Moss. If you don't get the box.
I'll try my best.
But I mean, it's a really cool and unique item that you would probably only get in a collector's edition. And now we've got it in the box. That was one of our main goals, and I think that we've achieved it a couple of times.
So guys, you've heard it here first. Nerdnab, order your Nerdnab box, and you'll get something really awesome from Mafia 3.
Yes. So what we do is we make a set number of boxes. So for this last edition, we've made the boxes. They're done. They're actually being packed, and they're going to be shipped out. And we've only got a few left. So once those are gone, then you can't get that edition anymore, and you can only order next month. To Master's question previously of, if I see that cool T-shirt, you can't. If you haven't ordered it beforehand, it's gone.
So Brian, can we make this interesting? Can we make one of your orders exclusive to one of our Geek Node listeners / readers? Can maybe set up like a code where we can
Shame,
we can
don't put him on the
reserve
spot.
You can if you want.
Yeah, so
I think I can
See
hold
how
one
clever
back.
that was. He said you can if you want.
Yes.
Well, I mean, how do you want to run it? Do you want it to be a code? Do you want me to just hold one back, and then the first person who listens to this and says, "Hey, I ordered this with Geek Node," or sends customer@nerdnab.ninja an email, we can make sure that they get that one?
That sounds good. I think let's do that.
Okay, I can do that.
Fantastic. I'll get the details from you afterwards, and we can include it in the article.
Yeah.
One for the geeks.
Just place yay in the middle. Yay! Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Brian. We appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So any interesting movies you've seen lately, guys? Brett?
I think there was one, and obviously it wasn't good for me to remember it. No, nothing really. Does Geek and Dave? What's Mike and Dave? I don't remember. Dave, someone in Dave, that comedy.
What?
Damn it.
Night and Day with Tom Cruise.
Thank you, Brett.
Oh. Hey.
That wasn't funny though.
It's bloody hilarious.
Did we unexpectedly put you on the spot?
I think we broke Brett.
Is there?
Broke him.
Let's rephrase the question for you, Brett. Is there any interesting movies that you're looking forward to in the next couple of weeks?
No, I'm dry.
Are you dry?
Months, years, centuries.
Gambit and Doctor Strange. Is Gambit still coming
Gambit
out?
still happening?
Gambit has
Gambit's
been.
still happening.
The rumors have been flying around that Gambit has been indefinitely delayed because Channing Tatum is in talks to play Shazam. So I think that.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He would be better as Shazam than as Gambit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need someone that can do the Cajun.
And be smooth and actually be interesting to look at. I mean, Channing Tatum kind of, no disrespect to the guys, I think he's pretty cool in that one movie that I don't remember right now. But
21 Jump
he's
Street.
just not smooth. That's the one.
I've never seen it.
Well,
It's
I
pretty
guess the
good.
real question is, who's gonna look the coolest, like yelling out his own name at full volume, surrounded by lightning? And I think Channing Tatum would be that type of guy.
Yeah,
Just judging by his.
As long as he doesn't do it in character from Magic Mike.
Oh yeah, Magic Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shazam. Shazam, boy. All right, moving on.
Wow.
Okay, so I recently went to go and see Ben-Hur, which is the
Oh.
the remake.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was quite quite nice. A lot of people are slamming it, saying that it's not good, but I beg to differ.
My
I
shoes are
actually,
nice.
Yeah, but they don't fucking leave their houses enough to know what's good and bad, so I
yeah,
just ignore them.
yeah. Besides, Geeknode's opinion counts over everyone else's. So,
Was
yeah.
it like Exodus?
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
sorry, Brett. Say again.
Was it like Exodus?
I haven't seen
Um,
Exodus. But I will
no,
say that
no,
it's a
no, it wasn't
very
like that. No.
it's a very good historic drama, and the acting was quite good, story was quite solid, and there's a specific sub movie story thread that they don't uh, put too much emphasis on, which I quite appreciate. I'm not going to go into too much detail. My review is going up on
Yeah.
Wednesday. Keep an
Still
eye
gonna
out for
see it.
that. But I will say it was quite an interesting uh, little outing. I also went to go and watch
Yeah.
Blair Witch. Um, I'm not going to comment on
Ooh.
Did they
that.
do a remake?
Why aren't you going to comment?
What?
Let me just put my lights on. It's getting too scary in here.
Yeah, I
No,
was about to say the same
Just
thing.
hearing about that movie is like, ugh.
Guys, that was
in short, it could have been better.
In short, it was cock.
Oh.
But
So-
Half a star.
if you like
Let's
the,
ask some non-intrusive questions about the movie. Tell me, am I going to enjoy it? Is it going to be like the same as the last one? Is it a remake?
it's not a remake. It's a direct sequel to the first two.
That's
Oh.
good.
Only it's set a couple of years later, and the main character is actually the brother of the girl that disappeared in the first movie.
So, just
So-
for the record, for when it comes to the Blair Witch and all the movies and things like that, I've watched all of them, and I've never found a single one of them scary or weird. I actually found them boring.
Now, you see, I think that's got to do with how you watch it. Like, if you sat down and you put the first Blair Witch Project into your DVD player and you watched it in broad sunlight, even by yourself, it's bloody boring. Whereas if you sit there as a teenage boy and decide to get your best friend, turn the lights off, and watch this movie and take pauses every now and again to freaking scare the pants off your friend, and then get to the end where they don't explain what happened. I'm not going to say it, but most people have watched it in the first movie, and all you see is this, and then it stops and it brings out credits. You freak yourself out. It's
Yeah.
got to do with making yourself scared, not really about the
Yes.
movie scaring you.
Exactly.
Although there is something that has to go to
Well, it is
directing
good to
and
do with the
cinematography.
perspective. I fully agree with Brian. That's the full perspective of it. Like, people have these fond memories about all these movies that happened back in the day now. Big example, Ghostbusters. Now they remade the thing with a female cast, and now people are like, "Yeah, but this is cock. This is not the same thing." And and now people are freaking out like, "Yo, oh, there's going to be a Beetlejuice 2. There's going to be a Beetlejuice 2." And like,
It's not.
have you
coming.
seen the original Beetlejuice? That thing is fucking cock. I mean, really. That's one of the worst fucking movies ever made.
But
And
look,
people are like,
Michael
I mean-
Keaton as Beetlejuice was fucking brilliant. You can't deny
yeah,
that.
but Michael Keaton could fucking put on a dress and just run around outside in the street, and it would be amazing. But
Yeah.
what my point
Besides,
is,
he's
people seem
Batman.
to have this distorted vision of the past. Like, they saw this thing at a certain point in their lives, and they have emotions and experiences attached to this film based on that time of their lives. So it's a fond memory. Now you're taking that same memory, and they're expecting that memory when they're making a remake or sequel, and people aren't getting that. And I think that's the general distaste in sequels and remakes these days, because the A-Team got remade as a film as well, and it fucking sucked as well. Blair Witch, now that you talk about,
Wasn't that
Blair
bad?
Witch was actually responsible for launching the found footage movie genre,
Yeah,
and it was
did
fucking
it quite
amazing
well.
back when it launched.
Yeah.
Now everyone has seen this shit. Paranormal Activity has blown the shit out of proportion, and
Yeah.
everyone has seen this. This is just another run outside for anyone. So
Well,
it's
to
nothing
take that
new.
extent, let's take that a little bit further, because that's another thing that I have a problem with. You spoke about Ben-Hur, and I'm like, I watched the original like when I was a tiny little child. I'm not trying to give my
Yeah,
age
the one
away
with
here,
Charles
but
Manson, right?
that's just it. If you had to walk up to anybody right now, and I had this experience because of recently watching Suicide Squad, and you had to literally say, "Listen here, what is your favorite movie of all time. Now, with me, I'm going to save you the thought of that because it's actually a very long, laborious question. But your favorite movie, most of the time, is something you watched before you were 18 years old. I mean,
Yes.
mine is Jurassic Park. And most of your favorite movies come from when you're a child. So that if you take that idea, we're watching movies now and we're critiquing it, and our opinion means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
What you need to do is go to some intelligent, articulate 16-year-old and say, did you enjoy that movie? Do you think it's going to be the best movie you've ever seen in your life? And if they say yes, the movie was good. If they say no, it wasn't. It's cuck. Don't ever watch it. Burn it.
I think it boils down to when you're at a really young age, you're very impressionable, and your imagination is a lot more vivid than your adult self. So I think that's
Like you're more tolerant,
yes,
you know. Like,
and
You just
know,
said the scientific version of what I said.
exactly. But I mean, and I agree with you 100%. I remember vividly when I was a child, I went to go and watch The Mask. Well, in any
oh, that shit was so good.
yes,
Oh,
Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey was my freaking movie hero back then. But if you watch anything of his today, it's pretty much exactly the same thing as what he did back then, but it's
Just with
less
wrinkles.
funny because you've grown up and you can actually look at it from a different perspective now.
Dumb and Dumber. All of those beautiful movies.
Yes, I love those movies, every single one of them. But the moment that he started making movies like Mr. Popper's Penguins and Cable Guy,
Oh, that was a piece of shit. Oh man.
The Cable Guy was a bit touch and go. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that thing
I
was
love
terrible.
parts of it.
There's nothing to like in that movie at all.
It depends on who you watched it with. That's the only thing I can say. That's the only time you'll enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I guess if you had someone really fun around, it would have been awesome to watch. But that whole movie is just—that's a fucking side of Jim Carrey I didn't want to see right there.
Yeah.
Because I think he might be a lot like that in real life, like after a
And-
breakup or something. So
And we've seen his ass talk, and that was the better side of him. The Cable Guy gave a completely wrong side.
yeah, he should have fucking won an Oscar for that ass talking part, like
Yes.
best supporting actor, literally.
Good memories. But you see, now that's just it. So, like, you're watching Blair Witch now, and it's a sequel to a movie that you watched. I mean, when did the original come out? Like 20 years ago? No, that's a bit too
Oh.
much.
No,
Look, I was young back then. That's how fucking long it
it
was.
was 1996,
And
if I'm
we've-
not mistaken.
Wow, I hit it spot on.
Yeah,
Jeez, that is a long time ago.
Holy crap.
yeah.
So we're watching a sequel to a movie that started 20 years ago. They've got to pull some serious bunnies out of hats to make you really enjoy this movie, unless
Well, I
you
mean-
smoke some weed.
Wasn't
You know-
the original's budget like fucking $1,000 and
I
like
think
a few McDonald's burgers?
yes.
I mean,
but do you
these
know
guys didn't even have money when they made this shit.
do you know what
And now
made
this
the
is a multi-million-dollar production, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken. This recent
Yes.
one.
well multi-million,
And
not,
it's still
not
cock.
billion.
It's
But
worse
but
than the original.
do you guys know what made the original Blair Witch Project such a huge success? It wasn't the movie.
It's not seen.
It was the freaking marketing campaign.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, I
based
mean,
on a true story.
yeah, they said it was based
Oh,
on a
good.
true story, which was it turned out was bullshit. And then
Yeah, it was
Yes.
before the internet really existed, so we couldn't find out any different. So we were
Yes.
just like, ooh, look at this.
and the
Yeah.
way that they were writing the articles and everything relating to the movie, they just made it so believable. And the hype
I was like, they never
and-
found
and-
the bodies.
and hype is still a very huge word that everybody uses these days to everyone's detriment. The hype around that movie was just to the point where everyone believed it, and that's what made it so popular.
So could we call the original Blair Witch, and I'm using inverted commas here, an indie film
Yes.
because of the low
yes,
budget
yes,
and things
yes.
like that?
Pretty
You
So,
could,
much,
so
yes.
Blair Witch is the success that No Man's Sky didn't have.
Yes, pretty much.
You know what? On that note, though, on the note of found footage movies, have any of you seen a found footage movie called Grave Encounters?
No.
It's
No.
You
about-
really should. It's an older movie from 2011, but oh my god, it's good. It's really brilliantly done. It's done from the point of view of a paranormal investigation crew, but the whole show is bullshit, and you pretty much see that from the start that they make up most of the stuff that they encounter. So they go to this insane asylum, as most things tend to occur there, and then shit gets real really fucking quickly, and it's just brilliantly shot, believable acting. It's really good. I do recommend you give it a look. It's called Grave Encounters, and it's from 2011. Don't even bother with the sequel.
It sounds
The
like
sequel,
that Halloween remake that they did, where they put all those people in the house
it's
with
a lot along those lines. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a lot along those lines. But
Yeah.
Grave Encounters, check it out if you want to watch a really like. It's not scary, but it has unsettling moments in it. Like, even for an adult, when I watched it the first time, I was like, wow, I really felt something while watching this. So that's a pretty rare thing. Like, I watch most horror movies and like, I couldn't give a shit, because I know what happens. There's always a stupid white person walking around going, hello, who is that? It's like, no, it's just Yanni here from the grocery store with a knife. I'm going to kill you.
Yanni?
But-
Yeah.
My
It's like,
name is Yanni.
Yanni, oh yeah, Melanie is fine, just like, he's fucking standing 400 meters in the bushes. You gotta go fucking walking out there, fucking calling hello, and who is that? I mean, doesn't matter who the fuck that is. But anyway, yeah, getting sidetracked here, but yeah, Grave Encounters, check it out.
Okay.
So, next topic.
Yes, as we mentioned earlier, this is Geek Node's birthday month, where we officially turned 1 year old, and we've been running a really
365
awesome competition, of which I've literally just received the message that another person has entered. We're actually looking for suggestions for the name of our new mascot. If you
Alex.
Alex.
There's an entry.
Yes.
What?
So we've been getting
Alex.
really interesting entries. Kavish and Rajman suggested Geeky McGeekface.
I like that one.
Typical.
And then we've got a couple from Devon, G9, Gino, Ginoid. That sounds
Gino.
Ginoid's too
I
close
know
to
like
some
4
other
colored
thing.
people called Gino, so.
Yeah, and then we've got Bob from Poiki. You know Poiki, don't you,
Poiki.
Brian?
Poiki.
Poiki? I know how to make a good poiki. Is that what we're talking
Who the fuck
about?
is Poiki?
Then we've
Well,
got
anyway, shout out to Poiki.
we've got G Marie from Elmarie Dievenage. Got another couple from her as well, G Normic, and then
Genormic.
Geekbot.
That was like a sex toy. Definitely not that one.
Yeah, and
Genormic.
yes, we've even got Brett's one here, Alex, and then
Told you.
friend of the site, Baka Sakura, she suggested Genonoid and Cybra, and then we've got
Cybra.
Cybra.
These are all the Cape players, there. Cybra. I know
Cybra.
him. Cybra, Melanie, where you been? Exe.
Yeah, then we've got
Well,
quite a few, and we the competition is
Triggered.
running. Triggered. We've actually
Yeah.
got this competition running up until the last Friday of the month. We've actually got some fantastic prizes up for grabs. Whoever's name we pick will get this huge hamper sponsored by Sterkenico Entertainment, UIP, and Disney. Also some prizes from Apex Interactive, and then
Nice.
we've actually got Prima Interactive on board for some cool Mafia stuff as well. So check out
Nice.
the competition page. There's a hell of a lot of awesome stuff. We are actively working to add more to that.
And we're going to give that to one person, right?
we're
Just
going to
like
give
one
all
guy.
of that to one person. It's-
Damn. That's.
So,
Oh, it's
some,
going to be busy for a while, eh?
yes. So, some
And
of-
it
I
is
think
as
we're going to officially lose a reader when the person receives that shit, because he's going to be gone for like months playing with all that stuff.
Yeah, there's games in there, there's DVDs in there, there's a freaking awesome fleece jacket in there from Disney, there's a
Yeah.
2-disc Blu-ray of Star Wars The Force Awakens, there's a copy of Rocket
Ooh, I
League
need
in
that.
there, there's a copy of Homefront The Revolution, there's a copy of Assetto Corsa, It's freaking amazing, guys. If you haven't
Alright, so let's
suggested a
get real
name,
quickly. Let's get real quickly. Alright, it's less about the name. It's more about what do you want? What can I do for you to win this competition?
It's just been changed. It's not a competition anymore. The page is down.
Yeah, we'll choose whatever name you take. Just give us like free stuff every month. It's fine.
yeah. So
What was that? That sounded like distortion on my mic. I didn't say anything. Anschluster, alarm.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, Germans.
So, small little giveaway on
Titanic,
the podcast. Yes, Werner.
Did I hear you say Titanic? I've been googling the Jack Dawson hairstyle. You know, there's a fucking tutorial on how to get the Jack Dawson hairstyle. Well, now you know.
Fantastic. We'll add that link into the article. But moving swiftly along, if you guys want to get your hands on a Bad Neighbors DVD, answer this question for us. Based on what you've heard in the podcast so far this evening, what is Morris's favorite game from the moment? Well, at the moment.
Well, I actually haven't seen anything about any games.
Well, you can give the listeners a hint, but don't give it away, because they need to reply in the comments below this article and let us know what is your favorite game at the moment.
It has spaceships in it.
So it's No Man's Sky.
Well, gee, so much for the competition. No, actually, it's not.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it can be.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so it's
matter.
not No Man's
Someone's
Sky.
going to listen this far in the podcast and then comment and then actually get it and be the first person.
Okay, and
But it does have spaceships in it, but it's not No Man's Sky. And it recently launched on the PS4 as in last week, Wednesday. And it has a PC counterpart.
So there you have it, guys. That should be hint enough. Reply to this post with your answer. We'll pick the correct winner at the end of the day after this article goes live. And then, we're actually looking for a couple more writers. So if you're into board games, TV series, and video games, give us a shout. There's a little bit of a process to see if you're a good fit for the website, but if you're interested in reviewing some of the latest products on the market, give us a shout. We've got one final thing that we're going to do before we say our goodbyes. Brett, I believe you've picked out a unpronounceable word for Morris to say.
Oh my god.
Yes, I have. So, Morris, there was this phone that was released recently.
Yeah, type
There's
it out
what?
in the Skype chat, Brett. You must read it.
He
Alright.
has to read it. He has to read it. Hold on.
Just there underneath Frozen Jack.
Brett is just finding his keyboard under the carpet.
I had to evacuate the room that I was in, so I've got to run across the house. Relax.
Alright, we're relaxing.
Relax. Like, do you want to?
I've seldom
want me
been
to
this
say-
relaxed.
I'm doing
Wait,
writing music. Come on, guys.
He's typing.
Alright, there it is.
What?
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Say it.
Oh.
Please say it. Please
Hawaii.
say it, Hans. No,
Say it properly.
It's Hawaii.
say it again.
No,
It's
it's
like
not.
those phones, right? It's that brand name.
Yes, but what is the
Yes,
correct
it is a brand name.
pronunciation?
I have no idea. I've never known this.
Think of a ninja.
Look, I don't know. I always want to say Hawaii when I see
It's
that.
not.
Close.
what is way?
Brian, how
What?
do you think it's pronounced?
It's like a silent H, and a silent
Hawaii.
U, and a silent A. So it's way.
No, it's not.
Way my
It's
land.
Huawei.
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 You were actually quite close there, Morris. It's actually pronounced Huawei, which means hello.
Way away.
I believe it's Thai or something for hello.
Chinese.
Joking. That's
No,
what they call
wait.
it for cell phones.
Wait.
Yes.
It's called my
It's,
cell phone.
man, it's
Hello.
Thai for way
Okay,
back.
I have a cell phone. It's called Hello,
Yes, it's exactly what it means.
but it starts with an S.
Yes.
What means hello? Hello.
Are you
Is
out
it me?
there?
It's Chinese though.
So-
Bing, bing.
We'll never get sponsored by Huawei if you don't say that they're Chinese.
Yeah, we're
Are
pretty
they
much fucked if
Chinese?
we want to get
Okay,
one as a
so
sponsor now, eh?
Actually,
so
might.
Huawei is Chinese.
And they're not
If
going to
they were
fucking sponsor
Korean,
us
then you
for
would
shit
never get
right now.
sponsored.
No, especially if they're North Korean.
Not gonna happen.
Hey,
North Korea is best Korea.
So guys,
So what's with the cell phone plug?
the what?
The
What?
cell phone plug.
Oh no,
why did we plug the cell phone?
it's not a plug. We literally just throw random unpronounceable words at Morris every month to see if he's able to pronounce them.
Well, we used to
I
have a
thought it was
British
because-
guy that we used to give Afrikaans words to, but then he fucked off, and now I'm stuck with the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're the
pretty
Afrikaans
much.
guy that
Basically.
his English words to pronounce.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce my own fucking name, so what nog English
That's why
words?
that's why we're calling you Moss.
Yes,
The
it's a lot.
Afrikaans show.
It's a lot easier.
We've given you a British name so that you can be replaced. You can replace the British guy.
Oh, so I'm
Yes.
the British guy now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're the British
Yes.
guy now.
I resent you all
thought you
very
were
much
plugging
right
this. I thought you were
You're
plugging
like
the cell
Price
phone
from
because
the
the other
first Call of
cell
Duty.
phone can't be plugged.
No. We don't want to talk about the lack of Jack.
I
Jack.
do though because I
Jack
appreciate.
Dawson is the
Are you
best character
are you
ever.
an Apple fanboy, Brian?
No, I'm actually not. I bought an iPad just because I was sick and tired of exclusive apps, and I literally just use it in case there's an app I can't use. That's the only reason I use it. But I mean, I'm one of those people that would have signed up for a implanted Bluetooth earpiece. You know, if someone's got a list of people who want to volunteer for that, I'm keen because I can't stand headphones and stuff like that. So I wanted to just give me music so nobody else can hear it.
I have an easy solution for you for that.
Okay.
You press the loudspeaker button on the phone, and then it just sort of beams out at you. You don't have to have a headphone in or anything. You just talk at the phone.
Yeah, but then
Wow.
everybody can hear the conversations between me and my wife. No.
Oh.
Aren't
Hey,
you,
listen, is
aren't
that
you
a
an
Huawei
exhibitionist?
phone that does that? Is that one of those Huawei
Exhibitionist?
phones that does it?
No, really. Like sometimes you want to sit there and you want to just listen or block everybody else out. You can't just rock your boombox so that you can't hear everybody else. You have to have.
Okay, so I have another solution. Just tell everybody else to fuck off.
No, I can't really do that. I love my family.
How about you don't play any music at all, and then
And they will listen to good music whether they like it or not.
how about you just make your own music, like in your head, like the voices, and they make a choir, and then.
But
No, I'm pretty good at killing those people. They're dead.
But what do you guys actually think of the whole new EarPod sensation? Or I don't know if
have no
I think
fucking
it's
idea what
bad
that is.
design.
Let me Google it first.
yeah,
I
so,
really think it's badly designed. Like, I mean, they could have done so much better than just basically taking the cables away from the earpieces. They really could have, but they just decided not to. I mean, it's not like it looks like it could fit properly. Mine still fall out with the cable. Those are going to fall out. Like, that's simple.
so I have a
Yeah,
solution
they're
for
gonna come
you,
out with
Brett.
Attachments and stuff like
I have a solution for you,
I have-
Brett. It's called an elastic
Yes.
band.
The first hands free.
Put that shit around you.
But yeah, no. Jokes aside, we are actually out of time this evening. We would like to thank Brian for joining us, and again, welcome to the team, Brett. We hope you're happy at Geek Node.
But
And-
what is his job exactly? Did we even cover that? Did we even fucking ask him that?
He
No, he's just
You asked
there.
me my name, and that's all it needs. It's a title and a name.
yes.
All right, all
Bre-
right.
Brett is here to entertain.
Have you
All right.
read my introductory article? Have you read
No,
it?
no.
Well,
My page is
go
blocked
into
at work because I dick off a lot at work, so they block all my internet.
Yeah,
And I have to team view it to my
it's
home
all the
PC to do anything.
it's all the porn. Moss has the
well,
unfortunate thing that he sits and watch porn at work.
Well, no, actually, it's your fucking fault, actually. But
How's it my fault?
Knowing Moss for
Everything
the
is
last
your
hour,
fault.
knowing Moss for the last hour, the guy who monitors the firewall where Moss works wishes it was porn. That's not why. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah. So
All right, gentlemen. Well, it was great to chat to you all.
Yeah, so just quick one, Brian. Where can all the people find you on online, your social media? How do they get in touch with you? How do they get a hold of one of these awesome fangled Nerdnab boxes?
Oh, yeah, I was about to say me personally or Nerdnab.
Nerd.
So the one thing I did do for Nerdnab is yes, it's nerdnab.ninja. So you can actually type that into your browser. But if you forget the name and you type in .co.za.com, we own those as well. So
Okay.
it just redirects you to .ninja.
And you are on social media?
All the social medias, yeah. And it's Nerdnab. We've got all those names. That's the one other reason you got a unique name. Nobody
Yeah.
else needs to have it or wants to steal it. So yeah, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, going on Snapchat soon. It's just more ways to show off some of the products in the box and have a really good time. We don't just show off the products in the box. There's lots of geeky things that we include as well.
Okay, fantastic. And then, anything from you, Brett? Do you want to tell our listeners and readers out there?
No, I'm fine.
My name
for
is
now.
Brett.
I'm Brett. I'm a geekaholic. It's been 5 minutes since my last confession.
Hello?
Yeah, no, that's about
Who
it.
is that?
Did you confess to Mars? Damn, sorry. You guys make it too easy.
And Morris, no, we're not gonna let you say goodbye because you're just gonna fuck it all up.
Hail Hydra.
Thanks
There
for,
we go.
Six up. Okay.
thanks for joining us, guys. It was a fantastic
Pleasure.
podcast, and
Absolute
we'd love
pleasure.
to have you on again in the future. Can maybe bring some of your partners to join us.
Well, you're under the assumption
I'll
that he
bring
was
the-
going to come back.
I'll bring the non-geek one. That'll be funny.
I'm sure she has some interests in the geekosphere.
Oh, she's learning very fast.
Or you trading her?
Well, she's going to edit some of the writings. She's what the hell is this? Okay, now let's go back and explain. Anyway, we're messing up the extra. But yeah, we'll come back soon.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. It was really awesome. Have a good one.
Cool. Cheers then. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.